Like many vibrant young adults, I have played a video game. I have not played this video game though. This is Cyberpunk 2077, it's out later this year, I don't know when. Some people have had hands on with it, but I haven't, so let's look at this new trailer and do a reaction. Look how cyberpunk it looks. Huh? We've already seen a car and girls beating up a bloke in an alley, and that lady crawling on a table. It's got that grimy but bright neon look. Spunky Monkey! That poster at the back said Spunky Monkey. Huh? I know I've got to pay attention to the rest of this trailer, but that's all I'm going to be thinking about. Let's have a look. Explosion. Oh, basketball villains. It's good to see. Cool metal alarm in a car. Best place to have a metal alarm if you're going to have one. Sorry. I saw a man laugh and just wanted to join in. We get excuses to laugh so little these days. Yeah. Do a sick. That person did that was first person sick. Duke Nukem Forever's got nothing on this. Oh, I can piss and throw a poo around in Duke Nukem. Yeah, well here I can do a proper old sick. Hope you can do that on command. Hope it's press F to sick all over the fucking floor. Oh, guns! Whoa! Shooting, car chases. I'm a big fan of chase sequences. I like good chase sequences, whether they're in car or on foot. That looks like that'll be fun. It looks what the kids would call high octane. Cyberpunk 2077.
What the fuck?
Uh-oh. Not the no-tell motel.
Who are you? Fuck.
Holy shit. It's Michael Biehn. Very excited. Oh, pre-order. Thank God. Thank God we can pre-order. Ooh. Alright, well that's Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077 is probably going to be a pretty big deal when it comes out. What do you think? I don't know what to think, but CNET tells me that Cyberpunk 2077 is possibly the year's most ambitious game. Now, I call that into question, because last week I played a game called The Demon Rush Legends Corrupt, which was done by the Skylight Free-Range Gashtowin person. I'm assuming it's one person. But given the sheer lack of game development talent that person historically, legendarily has, any game they make is automatically the most ambitious game of that year. With what Dragoon Entertainment Limited has working against it, which is everything up to and including basic reality, I admire and respect the trash it churns out. So it's all about the Demon Legends Demon Rush Legend. It's all. Oh. They're doing a Netflix show. That's something they've announced. They're doing a Cyberpunk Netflix show. It's called Edgerunners. It's an anime. Yeah. It's done by Studio Trigger, who did Kill the Kill. So that's a 10-episode thing. How exciting that is. I don't think we got a trailer of that. No. Game does look great. CD Projekt Red is a studio. It makes games that I admire a lot. I mean, The Witcher 3 is an admirable and indeed ambitious achievement. The fact that historically CD Projekt Red has not indulged in, gross amounts of monetization. They've done DLC expansions, that kind of thing, but in terms of excessive in-game economies and gambling and all of that shite, CD Projekt Red keeps away from it. But it has also faced allegations of crunch that CD Projekt Red's own leadership hasn't denied, in fact seeming to embrace the concept by saying that the way it makes games is not for everyone. And that is always something I feel I need to bring up. It's something people should remember and be aware of. Whether that informs their purchasing decisions or not. And I don't bring these things up to shit on developers, okay? For my own sanity, I have not looked at too many responses to my my recent impressions on The Last of Us, but Conrad actually messaged me this morning and was like, he said the thing that annoyed him was there were a lot of people saying that I was shitting on Naughty Dog as a developer when I bring up stuff like crunch and the allegations with the company, when I'm clearly having a go at leadership. There's a difference between leadership and the people making, actually doing the groundwork on the games. If I didn't care about developers, I wouldn't care about crunch. At the very least, it's logistically improbable that I would give so much of a shit about abuse of staff while not actually caring about the staff. Though I realise it's going to be difficult because, you know, a lot of people had issues with Naughty Dog. A lot of people love CD Projekt Red, so even though some of the allegations are the exact same subject, I sometimes get different reactions from viewers, depending. I mean, it's the EA thing all over again. I can criticise EA and people will pump their fists, but then I move that criticism to a different company, one they like better, and even though it's the exact same problem being addressed, they get angry at me for that. Because at that point, I've gone too far. At that point, I'm just trying to tear things down and being biased. And all of that is not to say I think the game will be bad. In fact, I think the game is going to be excellent. I mean, let's face it, there is no way this game is not going to be a critical darling. Not just among reviewers, but among the community as well. Let's just say right now, the game's going to get high 9s on Metacritic. Like, it'll average high 9s for professionals. There are certain games you can point at and you know months in advance what the review scores are gonna be. And I'm not saying that's a problem with the game review business, I'm just saying that's something you can do. And unlike The Last of Us Part 2, that will probably be matched in the user reviews for this one. You know, unless two girls kiss in it and then all of a sudden it's SJW propaganda. I do find the Netflix show interesting though, because of course, The Witcher released on Netflix last year with Henry Cavill, which is, you know, The Witcher is a CD Projekt Red game. The show is based more on the books, off which the games are also based. Obviously, that's the source material, that's what source material does, it provides the source for other material. But nonetheless, the popularity of the Netflix show, driven in no small part by that song, resulted in a direct boost, by all accounts a huge boost, to the sales of The Witcher 3. If I was CD Projekt Red, hell fucking yes, I would take a punt on doing an official Netflix show tie-in. Anyway, that's enough of Cyberpunk 2077, I've got to go play more Ninjala, which is, that's a game. Something to do, isn't it?